You're listening to the All Burgundy and Gold Everything Commanders post game show powered by the Urban Sports Scene and Fox Sports Radio 96.9 FM and 1340 AM, Hopewell, Virginia. In a Monday night game that was supposed to be, I think a positive game. It didn't end up being positive. The Washington Commanders failed to the Chicago Bears 25-24 on a game-winning kick by Jake Moody. So first off, say what's up to my guys. What's going on, George and Glenn? How you guys? How are you? How you feeling?
Disappointed, but it is what it is when you turn the ball over.
Yeah, exactly. George, I know you're disappointed. I see it.
Annoyed, frustrated, angry,
face, George.
Seething. Yes,
George,
all of those things.
George, I can see it.
All of those things.
Before we dive into this game and give you all our overall thoughts, we gotta knock out some logistics. Subscribe to our podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and other podcast platforms. Just search All Burgundy and Gold Errrything. Also tweet us at ABG_Errrything and hit us up on IG and TikTok at ABG_Errrything. Make sure you subscribe to our All Burgundy and Gold Errrything YouTube channel. If you're in the YouTube chat, we accept super chats. Super chats help us support our show. The super chats will be prioritized over all comments in the chat. Our post-game show is also being streamed on the Urban Sports Scene X handle as well. All right, so I'm going to start with, first off, I'm going to say this quick. Taj, you were a jinx because you came out and said this game was over when we scored a touchdown in our little chat. And what happened? We lost. And so when in my back of my mind, I was like, Taj, you jinxed us. I don't know if you in the chat, Taj, but that's the first thing I thought to myself, like, you just jinxed my squad. And I'm all into voodoo and all that type of jinxes and curses and stuff. And I felt like I don't like premature game is over. I hate that stuff. I hate it because I always believe that's bad luck. But yeah, Taj, I'm blaming you, Taj. I'm blaming you. All right, George, I'm starting with you. Your overall thoughts on the game.
I'll tell you what I'm saying. I'll tell you what I'm saying. Santiago, thank you. Thank you, Santiago. And Paul, thank you.
All right, go ahead. Now you can go ahead.
I'll tell you what I'm sick of. I'm sick of Joe Witt. I'm sick of this defense making average running backs look like great running backs. Be around y'all. DeAndre Swift's a decent running back, but he was in Detroit and they got rid of him and upgraded. And this is 2 years in a row that DeAndre Swift has run through this team like a hot knife through butter. Could have won him the game last year, didn't. Wins them the game. And that's the other thing. I was so hoping we were going to win because I was going to come on here and rip Ben Johnson as a complete idiot because he didn't give DeAndre Swift the ball for nearly 2 quarters. Mm-hmm. For nearly 2 quarters. You know what DeAndre Swift ended up with tonight? He had 14 carries for 108 and 2 catches for 67. So that is 175 yards for DeAndre Swift. Not Jahmyr Gibbs or Bijan Robinson, or pick your favorite running back, including our running back, DeAndre Swift. I am tired of this defense that can't tackle. I'm tired of this defense that can't catch interceptions or force turnovers. I am tired of Joe Witt. There's a lot of other stuff to get to, but that's what I'm tired of the most. It's ridiculous. It's why, even if they won tonight, you kind of couldn't take us seriously as a serious contender, even though they'd be in first place because of them other results. Yeah. But then they went all the way and lost the damn game. Yep. That the Bears tried to give to them. The Bears did everything they could to give this game away. Bad coaching from Ben Johnson, bad penalties at the wrong time, questionable calls against them, everything. And Washington's like, no, we'll just hand it back to you. Terrible, awful coaching staff gets an F tonight.
Glenn.
Wow, George, you're really going off on.
I know he did. Right? I know.
And I don't blame the defense.
I don't either.
I don't blame the defense. What I blame here is a lack of execution from the offensive side of the ball. Mm-hmm. Because there has been a lot of execution was not. There was mistakes tonight, right?
Yeah.
Jayden Daniels looked human tonight, right?
Mm-hmm. In the beginning, yeah.
In the beginning, in the beginning, right? Wrong. I think he did a little too much wrong read. Should have threw the ball to Zach Ertz on the interception.
Yeah,
Zach Ertz was wide open there. I thought the offensive line couldn't pick up the pressure when the Bears brought 5. That was something there. It didn't give Jayden time to throw the football. You didn't have Deebo Samuels get off like he normally would get off. Bill struggled for yards. They tried to run the ball, but they was only averaging 3 point some yards a carry. Second half they started to pick up a little bit, but when it came to crunch time, they didn't do what they were normally able to do. Last year, this team was closing football games. This team closed football games. This year, this team's struggling to close football games, and it's been on the defense. Let's be honest. Last week against the Chargers, it was Mikey Samuel's interception that helped close the football game to give this team the ball, to give the offense the ball. So when you think about it, the offense, we talk about defense every week. Offense is still struggling just a little bit. Right?
I agree. It is.
Offense is not as crisp as it has been in the past. Maybe because you don't have Terry McLaurin. Maybe because you don't have a Noah Brown. But even then, the young guys, there were some catches tonight that Chris Moore made some great catches.
He did.
But then there was couple late ones that he missed, right? That killed drives. Right? Yeah. There was one Jayden threw that was in the dirt. Penalty bailed him out. But again, offensive line wasn't giving him time. So I remember I said earlier on the pregame that they had to win the game in all three phases of the game to win. They didn't win in all three phases of the game, right? They special teams. You can say they won. Luke was having great returns. You could say that the defense with the block kick was good, but offensively they struggled, and defensively it was a bend don't break type defense.
Yeah. You talking about for Washington?
Don't break.
Can I point one thing out before we start, Wole?
Go for it.
Bears had 381 yards total offense tonight.
Yeah. They don't. I felt like. There are been but don't break. To Glen's point, I felt like that's the style Washington was playing. But when you turn the ball over three, and George, I get the Bears. I like the term. The term you used, the Bears try to give the game away back to the Washington Commanders. I would say Washington did give the game away to the Bears. And what I mean by that is not you look at the stats, obviously, you look at the stats you're referring to, the Bears had a good day offensively in terms of yardage. But when you turn the ball over in these situations, you pretty much are saying to yourself, hey, we don't deserve to win this game. That's how I looked at it. You don't turn the ball over in the red zone. That's not a thing. We're getting automatic points, 3 points or a touchdown. That's a situation we're supposed to score there. It doesn't matter. Then you turn the ball over there. Then Bill turns the ball over in a place where to give Chicago an easy opportunity to score a touchdown. They did.
You drive it.
So it's then you turn the ball over when you're supposed to close the game away, in midfield off of just a handoff. And we're gonna say the rain played a part in this, that, and the other. But you know what? Two teams play in the same weather.
Yep.
So that's how I look at it. If one team isn't playing, wasn't it 13? Yeah, Deluxe 13 points off turnovers.
That's right.
On, at the end of the day, you gotta look yourself in the mirror and say it's on you.
It's on you.
It's on you. And I'm not saying I'm not bashing Jayden or anybody. I'm just saying we all gotta take responsibility. If you're a football player, you gotta take responsibility on saying I turned the ball over when my team needed me. Because it's hard to say I'll give Jayden an example. It's harder for me to say it's Jayden's fault for it. Jay was putting out dots. The pass to Chris Moore for the touchdown was a dot. The pass to Zach Ertz was a dot. Those were good passes. He made big plays. You won't hear me come on here and say oh, Jayden's their fault. Jayden made special throws in this game. Don't get it twisted. Because of course,
the one to Lane. The one to Lane.
Lane was on the money on stride. Your some of these people in the chat, I see you talk about one are good at Jayden. Some of your favorite quarterbacks don't make your own quarterback don't make throws like that. I'm gonna be real. So, but at the end of the day, when we're talking about a guy it's uncharacteristic of Jayden to turn the ball over that interception, Jayden doesn't do that. Those are other quarterbacks that I would put in front of Jayden to turn that ball over. The fumble, you're gonna put the weather in it, but again, it's focus and concentration, knowing what you got to deal with. So
and they lacked it.
Yeah,
in that play.
They lacked it in that play. So I'm not how I look at this game is I'm gonna be real. Obviously we all want to win, but I'm man, you turn the ball over like this, man. I don't even know if you're gonna win. So that's how I looked at it. I was watching this game, I was in disgust. It was you turn the ball over. We all watch football enough. one, if we won that game, that's just, I mean, then that's a blessing. But you turn the ball over 3 times, and you 3 times to nothing on the other side, like you're supposed to lose. You're supposed like 2-0. You were supposed to lose. To be real with you, you know what I'm saying. So that's why I felt like, for me personally, I felt like that's why it's hard for me to blame the defense. I felt like the defense, even with all those turnovers, they kind of kept us in the game. Like it could have been ugly. To be real, it could have been uglier.
It could have been ugly.
It could have been uglier, but I'm sorry. This is the Bears' offense has been kind of hit and miss. This isn't the best running back out there.
The offense is 25th.
And I'm looking at things like that 3rd and 5. It's 3rd and 5 late in the game, and you just let Loveland run that little strut, sit down and pitch and catch for 6 yards. It's like there's no chance to stop that play.
Hey,
that's coaching and defensive design.
Yeah, but their screen game was good tonight, and they screened them to death. There's no blame here. This team didn't. The team didn't do what they needed to do to close the game out, offensively, defensively, and they turned the ball over.
Can I answer some stuff in the chat real quick?
Go for it.
There's one Eagles fan saying, Commanders are overrated. I don't want to hear nothing from Eagles fans. Y'all just lost to the Giants. So just hush. and Coach Lombard, we're blaming Jayden Daniels plenty. We're not absolving him of blame.
No.
The reason he threw that first interception, he did the little fake to the running back, and he didn't get Brisker off the spot, and he threw it right to him.
Well, let me address. I love Coach. Coach, you know you're my guy, so it's not a shot or anything. But you got, like, this is when I tell Coach we have this discussion one-on-one. It's all the time on X. Like, you gotta hold, like, the way you talk about Jayden, you gotta hold your own quarterback the same way. I'm all about, like, fairity. Like, I'm all about when you assess somebody, they assess somebody the same way. Like Jayden in this game, like, for real. Other than the pick, he was not, again, other than the pick, real talk. And the fumble was, if you're talking about playing the quarterback position, throwing the football, Jayden was solid. Like, I'm just talking about 2 plays that I felt like which he hurt this team. Jalen Hurts, in general, like, and I'm using Jalen because we always talk about Jalen. Jalen Hurts in terms of games that not barely throwing for 100 yards. If Jayden was barely throwing for 100 yards, you would come out and say to yourself, come out and say Jayden is horrible. Like, he's so overrated. Like, no one, like, Hurts is not even in your discussion. You're like, Hurts is you never say Hurts is overrated. Like, you know what I mean? That's like, you don't. And then to me, that's what I'm saying. When we talk about, if you're gonna come and say that Jayden's this, now I'm like, keep the same energy with dudes that are on your own team, like on your own squad. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Okay, y'all talk. Look, bro. You took it to NFC as a rookie. You took your team to the NFC Championship game. It's CJ. It's special. Is CJ Stroud special to you? I mean, it's CJ, because is CJ Stroud special to you? Because I would say he is, because after having the rookie year he did and following up with another playoff year, his team was competing. Jayden is missing his number 1 receiver. You know what I'm saying? And his number 1 receiver from last year. Okay, you say, okay, well, if you're gonna say that, I'm not going to argue with you. Then you have a baseline with me. Then if you think CJ Stroud's overrated, you have a baseline with me.
Mm-hmm.
But then I'm gonna go back to the discussion though. Like, Jayden, like, again, at the end of the day, you got, as a quarterback, you gotta be careful with the football. So I do agree, like, Jayden's at fault with it. I think Jayden's at fault with being careless with the football. That's a fact. I'm not absolving him from that. He's careless with the football.
I'm trying to think. This is maybe only the 2nd time he's had a multiple turnover game, maybe the 3rd.
He's not a turnover. Like, I'm gonna say this again. This is not Jayden Daniels in terms of what he really is. He doesn't turn the ball over like that. That's what made it so. That's why last year we were different, because we never really beat ourselves, because our quarterback didn't help us beat ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Like Jayden turned the ball. I think last year he had like 1 turnover in the red zone. I remember having 1 in the red zone last year, but rarely it was a rare thing. That's not a Jayden Daniels thing. So I mean, again, like, this game,
they only had 3 turnovers and coming into tonight, and they had 3 tonight. There you go. They only had 3 turnovers coming into tonight.
Washington?
The whole season.
Yeah, we're not a turnover team. Like, we've been coached up that way. So again, I'm not passing rating. Yeah, Jayden had it. Yeah, Jayden had. Yeah, passer rate, 52 yards. Yeah, the fumble and pick was a blip. Yeah, I agree. Like, it wasn't. Yeah,
it's a blemish. But this is my thing.
It's still big. I don't want to act like I'm absolving him of that. No, like, it's still. It was. Those were big, huge plays that kind of turned the tide. To be real with
you, and we can be honest too, though, because even if it looked like even if Bill would have got the ball, he wasn't going to get the first down. Yeah, and so they had already there. They're already there. They had to punt it off anyway, right?
What you would better whip. That's what you would want, though. Like
that's what. Yeah, that's what.
You want a long drive rather than what they had.
Yeah, you want a long drive. Yeah. My biggest problem here, and not even necessarily, I know they lost the game. The problem that this team has right now is that they almost at the point now where they need to win the division to get into the play. Because you figure the division games.
Playoffs.
This is what I'm looking at early. You're talking about divisional games. They lost to the Bears, right? Yeah. They already lost to Atlanta Falcons, NFC team. They already lost to Green Bay, division NFC team. So you're looking at
the conference losses.
The conference losses, even if it's close, it's going to come back and bite them in the tail because of the conference losses, right? And so that's why the games here. The conference games are so huge. This team is 0-3 in the conference right now.
Yeah, I'm putting it in the chat. Hey, I'm putting the link in the chat. So y'all want to voice your
conference? They beat the Giants.
Oh, well, 1-3 in the conference. Sorry, 1-3 in the conference. But it's not a good look for them right now. And what happened in the games the close games that they were winning, they lost the close games.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
The good news is that they're 1-0 in the division. And that's the first tiebreaker inside the division. So, in a sense, they still can win the division, but they're gonna have to get a lot better on the things you said. Offensive execution, yes, but defensively, something's got to happen. 381 yards. This team. I know what you're saying about bend but don't break. That's. I've kind of reached my wits' end with that too, so to speak.
It doesn't get any easier because you go to Dallas on Sunday.
Oh yeah, and Dallas's offense is on fire. Is good, though. And Washington's that's the winner of that game might be the team who has ball last.
Yeah. So
yeah. Go ahead, Glen. I was going to tell folks. I want to tell folks real quick. Like, hey, the links in the chat. So y'all got y'all want to come on the show? Say how you Commander fans. You want to say how you feel? I mean, shoot, you a Bears fan. You want to feel good about yourself. Go ahead, I guess.
Yeah.
I ain't going to stop you, man.
I'm seeing it online. Even the Bears fans know that they kind of messed this game up tonight. And it's just that they messed it up less than Washington.
Yeah, because, again, go to Wole's point. The Bears should have had a bigger lead than they had. There's no doubt in that, right? And so when you have to capitalize off the mistakes of the Washington Commanders, 13 points off of turnovers. You take the 13 points away from the turnovers, it's a different football game. They don't turn the ball.
They're not losing this game.
It's not even close, right? You take the points. Yeah. So again, those things make a difference in games. I mean, you got a kicker that you picked up off the practice squad who was able to make Jake Moody was able to make kicks tonight, right? So again, it becomes those type of situations that this team has to overcome. Defense, I thought Louvu had a better game tonight.
Yeah, he did. He had a sack and he almost had a pick.
That's Louvu's game by a long way.
Right, yeah, best Louvu game.
Even if he's got bricks for hands.
Yeah, I mean, there's some bright points.
George, that's
right. There's some bright.
You're too rough, George.
Yeah, there's some bright points you can take away, man. Bright points you can take away from this game. But again, I think we as Washington Commanders fans, because of the expectation you have for this team. Is where you see the letdown when we have a high expectation for the Washington Commanders, and also if you're a realist, you know what's coming up, you know what's coming down the pipe. This next 4 or 5 game schedule is huge for the Washington Commanders. So you wanted to see them on the upward tick, not on the downward tick, and right now they're at the steady level of where we at. So
Paul, my man Paul, you ain't trying to vent.
Paul seems probably ready to go to bed, man.
And Paul probably pissed, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I know Paul. I know how Paul think. He probably pissed. He probably thought, yeah. I know Taj is like,
Yeah.
What is it? Last year was fun because you got that's true.
That's true. True.
Coach, you ain't gonna never hear. Look, man, you know me, man. I'm gonna agree with you when I feel that you're right.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna be like, there you go. I asked, and he arrived. Mike on too. Okay, we got both of my guys on. Let Let me start. I'm going one by one. All right. First, I'm gonna start because I'm gonna start with. I want everybody to get their highlights. So I'm gonna start with Paul first. I'm gonna go with Mike. All right, what's up?
Hey, what's up, fellas?
What's up, Paul?
I'm irritated.
I see you.
You see me?
No, I'm seeing you. I'm talking to Mike on the low. I'm gonna put you in after Paul, Mike. Letting you know. All right,
real quick. I'm irritated by this team right now because the bigger problem is turning the ball over.
Actually, I'm putting Mike on too. Go ahead, keep talking.
And not with a Mike. I'm irritated, y'all, because we're really starting off really slow this year to the point where we're playing catch up.
Yeah, buddy.
And then we get to a point where we settle down and realize, okay, we leading, and now we got to understand that teams are after us this year. Nobody's just gonna lay down and stop playing.
There you go, buddy.
Amen.
Amen.
And then you fall back to your bad habits that you had in the first quarter where you being lackadaisical with the football again. And I'm like that. Like Glen said and everybody else said, they're not finishing. They didn't finish the game off this year. They didn't finish the game off. Bad tackling on a basic flat out to a running back.
Wow.
Come on. For a team, you're not finishing and you're not going after the details of the game. And we can say excuses all we want, but what's irritating to me is these slow starts. And we'll admit to you, okay, I don't want to be a counter-punching football team, man. Yeah. I want to establish first quarter on both sides of the ball what we're going to do. And they're just letting teams come out and, okay, we're going to sit back, see what they do. No, because you develop a bad habit. You develop a bad habit playing catch up and say, okay, now we're here, and all of a sudden we made our run. Well, other teams going to make a run too.
Back, yeah. They'll come back right at it.
And that's what the Bears did. They didn't go away.
No, they stayed there. They stayed throughout the whole game. They did. They stayed around. Like, even when you took a lead, what I'm saying? You was hoping. What was different from Washington, what Glenn said, and I totally agree with them. Like, we closed games. Even if that happened, we would close. You know what I'm saying? We didn't close. Hey, Mike, what's your thoughts, my guy?
Well, first, I want to start out with Glenn. I had to come outside and talk to you guys. But, Glenn, what you said about us making a division, bro, let me tell you something, man. You must got a genie lamp somewhere right there on your desk or something with a genie on it, and you're rubbing on it because, brother, that's not going to happen with this personnel that we have, man. Defense, we're not going to do anything on defense. This is going to be the same defense every game that we play. Nothing's going to change. Witt is not going to change his way, his plays. He does not adjust. And that's just the bottom line.
No,
100%.
Yeah.
I totally agree with you. I said if this team was wanting to make playoffs, I mean,
never going to happen.
The conference games.
Not this year. Not this season, buddy. It's not going to happen this season.
I'm gonna say this though too. Like, everybody know. Like, I don't want to keep acting like everybody know how I felt about Joe Witt Jr. You know what I'm saying? Everybody. So I ain't going to even dive into it. But I would say, like, again, this game is kind of hard for me because you turn the ball over 3 times. It's hard for me to even. Real talk, it's hard for me to like put that all on Witt. And y'all know I'm quick to blame Witt. Let's keep it being. I'm quick to blame Witt. But like, I mean, I feel like what we do is what we do defensively. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know teams are going to drop, unless teams beat themselves. I'm gonna be real with you. Unless teams beat themselves with penalties or whatnot, I know teams will probably drive the length of the field and have an opportunity to score field goals or touchdowns. I know it. You know what I mean? And we saw it in the Chargers. If you want to really keep it a being with the Chargers game,
exactly.
Chargers did the same thing. They would drive in the length of the field and they would get a penalty. This is the same thing with the Bears. They could have scored more. They kind of drive length of the field. It'd be some weird play or a weird penalty. The touchdown they took away was a penalty on a formation play. We do so. I know what this defense is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know what it is.
But Wale, did you see the tackling? Did you see?
It's always.
Did you see guys running into each other? They're running into each other.
Oh, Mike, I agree with you.
It's confusion out there, bro.
Yeah, Mike, I agree with you. Mike,
there's confusion.
Mike,
these guys are confused. Yeah, they don't know what. Yeah. They don't know where's the leadership from the vets out there on the field, Luvu or Wagner.
Question.
What's going on with that?
That's a great question.
Putting these players in the right position. That's their job, Wale.
Mike. Again, watch this. I agree with you. I'm just telling you my expectations aren't high. Like I know what
Mike doesn't want to settle, and I don't either.
Like they're not high.
I'm with you on that, Wale.
Yeah.
I'm finally with you on that.
Yeah,
on
like,
this season, I'm going to bet on the opposite team, man.
Nah.
Hey yo, he go. I got Mike with the.
I'm there, Paul. I'm there, buddy.
Hold on, Mike. So you telling me Luke couldn't get it done so he can win some games?
They didn't give the ball to Luke much at all. I don't think they even thought to Luke at all.
And Mike is 100% right on that. This bull crap of, he's great in the kick return game, so we're only going to target him once or twice. So I know Chris Moore had a good night tonight, but given our lack of personnel at wide receiver, Luke ought to get more than one damn target tonight. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Deluxe. Thank you, Deluxe. Somebody got it's 1 week at a time. Thank you, Deluxe.
Look, I will say this though. Let me say this.
Thank you.
I do want to say this though. You know what I'm saying? Like Mike, I want to give you a slight apology because I'm about to start liking Luke, dog.
Oh man,
I'm about to start liking Luke.
He wore you down.
Like Luke.
He wore you down, man.
I'm about to start liking Luke.
What's strong with him?
Look, I ain't gonna tell you, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm starting to like him.
Hey, call him. Hey, Wale, hold up. Call him Luke Skywalker.
Luke Skywalker. I'm starting to vibe. Luke Skywalker.
We lost the game. I don't hear about no Luke. We lost.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Paul.
Look, man, I will say, like, nah, man. Like, I mean, they schemed him open for that play. Like, he got it's not the touchdown. Don't even, but like, that's not even a thing to get me because I feel like they schemed, like, Cliff schemed a good play, right? But like, we made the play, so I'm gonna give him credit. But the kickoff, get another kickoff return, like to answer that, like I'm all about building on stuff. And he continues to help this team in the kick return game too. Mm-hmm. Like he's showing his value. I'm not going to like play it off. Like he's showing his value.
Hey fellas, I'm going to let y'all know real quick. Like I told Wole earlier, after this game, you're going to see some trades, fellas. Tell you that now.
But you think, all right, this is the thing though. This is my thing to that. The trade, it gotta be on the defense, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's what it is going to be.
It can't be it ain't going to be the other players that you were talking about. It got to be the defense.
We can't be trading away draft picks though. We're already down draft picks as it is, and we need them.
Yeah, it's a week. Yeah, Juice, it's my homie Juice. So we.
Coach Lombard asked because he asked what could do differently.
Wait. The offensive line was garbage too today.
Yeah.
I said that, Mike. At least we agree on that part.
Hey, Taj, I see you in the chat. Taj, I'm blaming you. Jinxed the team. You was already saying we was going to win. I'm blaming you, Taj.
Taj, you a Luke Skywalker fan now too, buddy?
Nah, Taj ain't like me. He ain't jumped to the dark side like me.
How many snaps did Jordan McGee get?
So what you say, Mike? What you say, Paul?
How many snaps did Jordan McGee get tonight?
Oh, that's a good question. I barely saw his name out there, man. I ain't gonna hold you.
Okay. It's not like he wasn't out there much, but
that proves my point.
Well, and Coach Lombard asked what adjustments?
Yeah, man.
The Bears are doing what everybody else is doing. They stack 3 guys to one side, and like Mike says, 2 Washington defenders are going to run into each other, and somebody's going to come wide open, or somebody else is going to just filter across the formation, like whoever it was tonight. That I think did it for a touchdown. He just came all the way. He just dragged across the road. Formation was wide open.
Look.
Figure that out somehow. Somehow get this team, whether it's an alignment issue, whether it's a personnel issue, whatever it is. They shouldn't be able to run the same stuff, stacking 3 guys on one side every week, whether it's running backs or receivers or tight ends or all 3, and have somebody come wide open every time.
Hey,
that's one of the adjustments that man needs to make, Joe Witt.
You're right, George. I'm going to tell you one thing real quick. The dudes there on the crossing route, that big game, early game, Lattimore did his job. He pointed, say he's crossing.
Yeah.
He ran right past Wagner, and they're going to run that play every single time in that zone area. We've seen it for the last 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
The Raiders actually scored on it.
Olamide Zaccheaus dropped what would have probably been a 50 or 60-yard play, and who was covering him? Wagner was covering him. Why is that still happening? It's week 6.
Because
that's still occurring.
They're scheming that open. They're scheming it open for Wagner having to be on there.
I mean, they're doing it like because they watch film. Yep. It's because the offensive coordinator because again, George, I know you don't like because Ben Johnson knows offense. Like he knows I can isolate, but if I can get the way Joe Witt plays the coach's defense, I'm guaranteed to get Bobby Wagner in a matchup I want.
Mm-hmm.
That is not a lie. That is a fact.
Hey, Wale, do me a favor. Ask Candy if I can come in and ask some questions to
Love that.
Look, what you should do,
Let
Mike,
me come in there and ask some questions because I don't think these beat reporters are. I think they're afraid to ask some serious questions to this guy.
Like,
except for
like
her,
Wit, you talking about for Wit? You talking about Wit?
Yeah, no,
Wit
to win
questions?
or win, either one.
I feel like, yeah, well, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna tell y'all, like, no one's gonna really ask them questions. I ain't gonna hold you. I've been there. No one's gonna really ask you them questions because they want to keep, their credentials. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna keep it a bean.
She asked the real.
She does it in a she does it. She does it in a tactful way. She does it in a tactful way.
Yeah.
Hey, Wole, you remember when Steve Zamin got suspended when he asked Brunell why she started?
Yeah.
That's what happened.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta do it in a tactful way. Like, I mean, I know, like, for me, like, I just want to, like, because I think everybody know the temperature with Joe Witt Jr. I'm be real. I feel like everybody know the temperature with Joe Witt Jr. I think they know what it is, and they don't want to ask that question because it's like that coaching staff is like a brotherhood, like they real tight. So it's like they don't like if it comes across a certain way. I like folks. It ain't like the old regime. I'll put it that way. It ain't like the old regime.
It's definitely not
so like and the old like communications team too ain't the same. Like it's a different team. So I think I'm be real with you. You may have more leeway with the old regime than this regime to do that type of stuff. To be real.
No, give me a press card for about 30 minutes.
You on Dave Chappelle? I feel like you going Dave Chappelle.
I know, right?
You record me for 30 minutes just to ask a couple of questions.
You'll end up in jail.
Hey, y'all, I'm gonna let y'all go, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all
right, man.
I appreciate both.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you all. Thank you.
Appreciate both of y'all, man. I appreciate both of y'all for real. But yeah, y'all right. Joe made no adjustments. Wagner's still on the island. Yeah, man, he's still on the island. What's up, Jew, man?
I'm so sick of it.
So what contributed to this loss today? Okay, so thank you. Taj, I do want to answer this one. Like, to me, Taj, I think it's everything. I don't want to blame this totally on coaching because I feel like that's easy. I just feel like I ain't gonna lie. Like, turnovers, man. Like, and that's the offensive side of football, man. You know what I'm saying? To be real with you. So I don't know, like, would be snatched. Depending on what questions you ask, yes.
And it depends on who asked the question.
Who asked the questions? Depending on who asked the questions.
I've been in that press room where people ask questions where you look at them like, why?
Yeah, I have too. I've seen it.
Yeah, and there's looks. There's some questions. There's some questions.
It's you gotta. I'll say this much, and like I'm not patting on myself or anything. You gotta, like, when you in it. It's interesting. That's all I'm gonna say.
It is.
Like, because we see the stuff that, like, it's interesting. Like the looks, you see it when it's streamed live or whatever. But like when you see the people, like when you get those type of questions, you start to look at people kind of different. So it's weird. It's a weird situation. And then the press people will look at you a certain way if they don't like you'll see it. Like, you'll see it. And then also on the flip side, because Glen could attest to it, because he's done it too. Locker room questions are crazy too. I'm not gonna that's a whole different.
That's a different deal, but
that's a whole different deal. But
I mean, those weekly press conference with the coordinators, to me, that's the time to.
But they don't. But they get the fluff question. They get fluff questions though. I feel like the coordinators get the fluff questions.
Well, I mean, except for Candy, you're right.
But she does know her. But her questions are
test every now and then.
Yeah, her questions are different. She does it in a way. She's very tactful.
Yeah, it's not disrespectful. It's tactful.
I mean, and that's the thing. It's like you can't come in there with a claw hammer like I would and just say, what the heck, man? This is happening every week. What are you doing about it?
Yeah, Taj, I agree. Our game shouldn't have been close. I think it shouldn't have been close.
Shouldn't have been close. I agree.
Again, like, I felt like
there's a few Bears fans that can make that claim too. By the way,
yeah, I just feel like, again, because defensively to Mike's point, I'm gonna say this again. Like, and this is easy to say. Like, the Bears did stuff because, like, they would drive the length of the field. They make a couple of plays. They make a lot of plays. They'll get penalties, or it'd be a drop pass. You know what I mean? Illegal formation. Like, to me, like, the Bears kept us in the game, but at the end of the day, we still made the decisions to, like, Caleb trash. They wanted to get Caleb ain't trash. Like, at the end of the day, like, he look. You may not like Caleb, bro. Like, real talk, you may not. And that's fine. Like, you may not like him, but he made plays to end, like made plays to end the game he made plays to end the game.
Yeah.
Period. Like if you're trash, if you're trash, you're not making plays to get in field goal range. You're not doing that if you're trash. Like you're not doing that.
Like granted, field goal range was on that 10 yards.
Moments we couldn't take advantage.
He got him to that too. But you got you answered calls. Like you're down, just like we would give all right, you're down, even though it was bad tackle, don't get it twisted. But you made the pass to Swift to get the touchdown. Like you made the pass. Like if you were bad, like you wouldn't answer that period. You know what I mean? You wouldn't answer that. Jayden just scored a touchdown looking great. You get to a point to answer it to score a touchdown back. You know what I'm saying? Then you fumble, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Like, he's not bad, bro. Like, again, people don't like him. That's what I'm saying. Folks don't like him. You don't like him. That's fine. But, like, George talked about it. Zacchaeus catches that play. What are we talking about?
Yeah.
Exactly. Right. We're not going to say, he dropped it. Like, some people didn't help him out. So I'm just saying, like.
That's a touchdown if he catches that.
It's a touchdown. So, I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's my point. My point is, like, you may not like him, and that's fine. Like, that's fine. But I'm just saying, like, he missed some stuff. But, like, again, all right, I'm going to be real.
Like the throw to a Doomsday that was called back by a baby questionable penalty.
Yeah, like.
That's a hell of a throw.
Yeah, so I'm saying, like, we're going to always, my thing is that we're going to, like, again, this is not a Jayden. I'm not talking. This is not a Caleb thing. I'm not even whatever. Everybody knows I like the kid because he's local. I love local dude. I love local talent. But I'm just saying, like, this is why I want to get away from this whole. Cause I think people tend to get into this. Either you like him or you like the other individual because, like, this it's the Jayden Caleb thing, and I'm trying to erase that. I really am trying to erase that stigma. Like, you can't like both or whatever. You just gotta be one or the other. They're both solid. They're both good. They're both good young quarterbacks. Like, for instance, like people struggle all the time. Period. Like I said, like against the Packers, Jayden looked good against the Packers. But I like this Jayden. I like this Jayden. I like the last 2 weeks of Jayden.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't look that great against the Giants. The last 2 weeks, I like Jayden. I think he's been better.
He looked comfortable.
I mean, other than that, I like them throwing the football in this game. Period. I think the one intercept, like, and quarterbacks throw interceptions. I'm not one of those people who get like crazy with it. Quarterbacks throw picks. I get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It happens.
It happens.
The fumble and the interception. Okay, whatever. But throwing the football, how he hit Moore, how he hit Zach Ertz, like, dude, like he was killing it. I'm not. Yeah, but again, people struggle. Like, but if I looked at the stats, I would say he turned the ball over. So that helped you. That helped you lose the game. Like, I can be negative with that one. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could be negative on his gameplay for that. You know what I'm saying? That's all. But
all
right, it's cool. Like, you can look. He's not exceptional. Nobody was exceptional. Jayden wasn't exceptional. He turned the football over.
DeAndre Swift was exceptional.
And DeAndre Swift was exceptional. Like, that's what I'm saying.
Know, funny?
No one's coming out here and saying this is the thing. No one's coming out here and saying anybody's exceptional. I just said he played a solid game to help his team win. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that he was the reason they won. Like, don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that.
Right.
He wasn't the reason they won, but he helped them win. That's what it is. Like, to me, like Washington, like I felt like Washington, like it could have been much worse. That's why I'm not blaming Joe Witt. Like everybody, I'm not gonna blame Joe Witt because I do feel like he helped, like this defense, this unit helped at certain situations. Because again, this should have been much worse.
And that's the point I want to make. It could have been much worse, right? Let's be honest. It wasn't a bad read.
It was late. Yeah, it was bad. It was late. It was very late.
They had a touchdown callback, right?
It was late. Yeah, and Ertz was open. Deluxe.
Yeah, Ertz was open. They had a touchdown callback. They had a field goal that was blocked. They had a 4th and 1 that they didn't get. They should have got. But I mean, hats off to Dan Quinn for throwing a red flag, right? Yeah. So you put all those into the packages. The Washington Commanders could have easily lost by 20 points.
Yeah, I agree. That's what I'm saying.
Does this team have mistakes? Did this team make mistakes? Yes. Is all these mistakes fixable? Correct. Sure. But they need to be fixable before they play the Cowboys on Sunday. Because again,
it should be.
It is a divisional game, right? You still set in second. I mean, I think the saddest point tonight, Washington opportunity to have first. And I had to tell myself, don't worry about first in the middle of the season, or don't worry about first in October.
I wouldn't worry about
you worry about first at the end of the season.
Facts.
In December. So this right here doesn't mean anything. It's just a lot of things they got to continue to clean up. They got to fix.
Go ahead.
I mean, there's things that need fixed. Third down tonight, there was 3 for 10. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you blame yourself for not getting more first downs, right? Especially in crucial situations. That's something they have to work on and have to fix if they want to move on. I mean, if they want to continue to change this, 3-3 is not bad. I mean, halfway point of the season, we expected more as fans. We're not getting more right now, and we see the struggles that this team is going through, right? And we try to figure out how can they get through the struggle where they're at.
Yeah, and it's the thing. Like, I don't like, you want to win all your, man. You want to win every game. I get it. Like, I do. I want to win everything I compete in. I want to win. And you want to win definitely if you're talking about in the NFL and you're in your conference, you want to win every conference game as you can, because you like George talks about it all the time. You don't know what that's going to mean in December. You don't in January. You don't know what that's going to mean for you. But I will say like this, like, it's still early in the season. It's 3-3. Like, when you look at the past, look at any teams in the past when they lose early. It's not everybody's upset and they say, oh, we should have lost this game or that and the other. But it's all about where you're at in December and how you play it in December. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to play your best football in December. Like, you can lose. That's what it is. That's where you want to play your best football. So, again, is it fixable? Yes, it's fixable. I'm talking about, like, offensively. The turnovers are fixable. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about offense.
Okay.
Turnovers are fixable. Yeah, George, I'm not doing that.
Because the tackling doesn't look fixable.
No. George, I'm not going to. The turnovers are fixable.
Turnovers are fixable, yes.
That's fixable from what we see tonight. Because again, this is not something we've seen from this team this season. So I'm not gonna go that route. With Jayden, this doesn't happen with Jayden. Like, Jayden doesn't turn the ball over like that. This team with Jayden doesn't turn the ball over like that. But I will. We got my man Taj in the building.
We got Taj in the building.
I know we got darkness. And darkness is.
What's up, Taj?
Darkness
is spreading.
What's going on, my guy?
What's going on, fellas?
I'm good, man. Voice it all out, man. Voice it all out.
Okay. First, totally a frustrating loss.
Okay.
Yes.
I agree with everything you fellas are saying. I'm not calling Caleb a bum. I'm not calling him that. But he was trash. But he wasn't good in this game. I'm not gonna say maybe trash was too far.
Yeah, I think he was solid. I don't even think he was great, but I don't think he you throw for 200 something yards. I think he missed plays. Yeah, he missed a lot of plays.
Yes, he missed a lot of plays.
Yeah.
I think more than anything, the 3 points that I wanted to make that was the most frustrating part about the game.
Yeah.
Number one, the run defense went totally in the toilet.
Bro. Hey, talk about it, bro. Talk about it.
It went totally in the toilet. There's no way in the world an average back like Swift, who's a journeyman at this point in his career, should be gashing us for 100 and some plus yards total. That's unacceptable. Unacceptable. The turnovers, I get it. It's bad conditions, what have you. But I guess the frustrating thing at this point is that the game was right there to be had.
Yeah.
And I don't even like Jayden's response. And I'm a Jayden guy.
What's his response?
His response was he lost focus or something. Like, he said something to the effect that he lost focus for that moment. He took blame for it.
He's a stand-up dude, man. That's what I love about him.
And I love that too, but I hate that response because if I'm a coach, you can't lose focus.
Yeah,
because maybe he did one of my numbers. I can do that because I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I celebrated too soon.
Yeah.
Right.
You did. You jinxed. Go ahead, Ty. Go ahead.
But Glen,
I'm messing with you. Go ahead, though.
I know, Wole, but it was like you could see the Bears wanted to quit.
Yeah, definitely.
They wanted to quit because it's almost like those demons came back out.
Yeah, from the like Murray. Facts.
Yeah,
Facts.
You can see it in their body language.
Yeah, you could.
And that fumble was like it gave him life.
Yeah.
I told y'all them black uniforms, but anyway.
You did though. Go ahead though.
And then my last point.
I
think this game illustrated that even through Cliff's good play designs and Jayden being that one, we need our playmakers back.
Yes.
We got too many because if I will say it, if we had Terry, if we had Noah, even if we had Cosme, because Wiley was butt in this game.
Yeah.
And I'm using a nice word. I know
you are.
Almost cursed.
I know you did.
because on a lot of those plays where Jayden got hit low in the knee, and even on that fumble, Riley was giving up inside rush all game. All game.
Yes.
And I don't see that happening with Cosby. And I understand what Candy's saying, that he's not back to where he needs to be, and I don't want to rush him.
Yeah.
But I might wear a Cosby jersey when he comes back. Because what I saw from Wiley, and I get it, we all have one bad game, but seeing the Bears just doing that same swim technique on him on the inside.
Oh yeah.
And I agree with y'all. At this point, the book is out on our defense. I don't care what the names on the jersey say.
It don't matter.
You stack them up on one side and you run across in through the middle and run that zone right across Wagner's face. He can't keep up with him. You know what he's like? And remember, The Titans is my favorite movie.
Oh.
What was dude's Allen? He's like Allen. He's too fast. He's too fast.
Yeah. He can't keep up. Oh, they had to make. They said they made Whitney take a spot.
Right.
Yay.
And that's where I was screaming, "Where's McGee at?" And you know, I don't even scream where McGee.
I know you don't.
That's right.
I was like, "Where's McGee?"
Oh, that's wild.
At this point, I'm like, "Young Wagner." I'm watching it because Joloff Rice. He reverted back to Joloff
Rice. I know he did. He did.
Because if he would have caught that would have been touchdown.
Yeah.
So
can I just build on Taj's point about getting our playmakers back, because this kind of sums it up. Your number one target guy tonight was Zach Ertz with 6, and your next best targets were Chris Moore and Deebo Samuel with 5, and Jeremy McNichols with 4, and that is not optimal. I mean, they need Terry McLaurin back, and they need and they probably need Sam Cosby. Although honestly, I'm kind of hoping we're going to see Brandon Coleman next week after what happened to Wiley tonight.
I don't think we see anybody. I think they're going to keep it the same. I don't think they're going to make too many. I don't think they're going to make any changes.
We talking about changes like what? What you mean? They're not going to make what changes?
On the offensive line.
On offensive line.
They're not
bringing Brandon Coleman in and get rid of Wiley. That's not going to happen.
No, Cosby's coming back.
I know Cosby's coming back.
It's the Dallas game. Then Wiley's out. Then Wiley's on the bench. They got Paul. Paul's the other guard. Paul's the other guard.
We're coming to the end of that window.
Yeah, Paul's the other guard.
Next week is it.
Wiley, it'll be Wiley on the bench. Yeah. Cosby's back. Wiley's on the bench. Paul is the other starter. And that's it.
I agree with that. I agree with that. But I'm just saying he's not going to be
active. Are you talking about?
It's not going to be a Brandon Coleman situation, right?
Brandon Coleman, there's no spot for him.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but you're not going to take Wiley off and make him inactive. That's not going to happen.
Oh, nah, they're not. They would have been.
Wiley's going to be.
He'll be the back. He's a swing. He's a swing. He's a guard tackle. He'll play both.
He'll play both.
He'll be there. I think Taj had all great points, man. Like, yeah, when you lose a game like this, like the Bears, and I agree with you, Taj. Like the Bears gave you all the opportunity to put this game away, and they kept you in. Like they wanted to. They wanted to. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with that. It's just that again. Like sometimes this is in the turnovers. This is what I would say about the turnovers. I said this earlier, and I'll say it again. Both teams play in the same weather.
Yes.
Like that's where I'm like, one team was concentrating more and not turning the football over in those conditions, and one was a little bit more. I guess you said Jayden said he wasn't focused enough.
Yeah, he made a crazy comment. At least I got to check and make sure it's accurate. Yeah, that's what they reported.
If that's what he said, then that's the difference. Because you could tell one team was more focused on not turning the football over. But and then that's what I'm saying. Like that statement for this game. And I'm not gonna say because last year was different. Last year, like that was something that this team was all about. Like not turning the football over. And like that's the one thing I always say. That's the one thing about, and not even just Jayden. That's the one thing I loved about Jayden is that he is very protective of that football. He's like very protective. And today, and this is not gonna change. Like this will probably he will revert back to Jayden in terms of being careful with the footballs. Well, this is what I'm talking about. That alone. But today it was something I haven't seen. I didn't see this anytime last year for real.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really didn't see this anytime last year. So, and I don't expect to see it, to be real with you. I don't expect to see it. So, I just feel like he's going to learn from it because of anything that we all love about Jayden Daniels, he learns from his mistakes.
And the thing I got to keep telling myself, he's a second-year player.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I keep getting lost.
Yeah, that's why I tell
the second year. Bro, that's it right there.
Tell everybody. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't. For all, I mean, this is my point for all these young dudes, quarterbacks, whatever. I'm putting them all in the same thing. They're all. That's why I don't bash them like everybody else. Because I've learned by watching other quarterbacks in the past in this microwave society that we do this too soon, and then all of a sudden they turn up, and then we're like, dang, but how that happened? Like, because they were young. Like Jared Goff, everybody used to fry Jared Goff. Now look at Jared Goff now. Now people are like, oh, he good. Baker Mayfield.
Yes. Baker's a good example for that.
Learn not to because again, to your point, they're all still like, look, I was getting on Michael Penix. Look at him now. Penix looking better. You know what I'm saying?
Well, sure. Look at, well, he lost tonight. Well, look at Josh Allen. Look what they said about him the first 3 years.
Good one, Taj. That's a
good one, Taj. That's a good one.
That's a real good one. So yeah, but to your point, like to Jayden, like, dude, year one, you took us to the NFC Championship game. I'm not like, dude, you got 3-4 years for me. I don't even care. Like, I don't care what you do. You got like 2 years, and you good with me, bro. Like, I know you. I'm always think that you're gonna be great. It don't matter. Like, you're gonna have a bad year, and I think the next year you're gonna be the best quarterback in the league. But it don't matter with me with Jay. It doesn't.
But you look at it though, he didn't have a bad game besides the turnovers.
No, it was a great look.
The stats were great.
No, he had a good game. Like, that's what I want to say. Like, he had 2 brain fart situations, but to me, he had a great game to me in terms of playing the quarterback position, throwing the football. Forget everything. I'm talking about not the turnover, throwing an interception was a bad play, granted, but throwing that pass to Chris Moore was a dot. Zach Ertz in that window was a dot. Like, I'm gonna look at that and say I'm gonna judge that different from anything else. Like, all right, like. I'm gonna use Anthony Richardson. He gonna catch a stray. Like, Anthony Richardson's about to catch a stray. So like, Anthony Richardson can do all, like, run the ball, whatever, run 400 yards, whatever. But he can miss Chris Moore in that play, and he say he get like 100 yards rushing or whatever. He can miss Chris Moore in that play. He can miss Zach Ertz on that play, right? I'm gonna judge.
He missed Caleb's throw to Swift for the touchdown. He didn't miss that throw.
Yeah, even that, like. I'm gonna judge him and say, that's not a good game, bro. I don't care you got 100 yards. Yeah. That's not a good game. That's not good. You're a quarterback. Jayden, I'm gonna look at, like, so Jayden turned the ball over to me. It's like, yeah, you turned the ball over. Yeah, but you made so many big plays. Like, you got us in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got us in the game. Right. Like, yeah, your turnover was hurt, but you did, like, you kind of like looked at it, was like, all right, I got y'all. I'm gonna come back.
And then to your point, and then even to George and Glen's point, by him being a second-year player and doing all these great things, that's why we need Terry back. That's why we need some of the even always broke down Noah. We need some of these guys back, because think how much better this offense will be when Luke goes from the first option to the third.
Facts.
When Lane goes from the second to the fourth.
Right.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
That was a dot.
Can you imagine a set with Debo, Terry, and now Luke or Lane in a spread? Now, because it was obvious to me on the TV, because I didn't go to the game tonight.
Yeah.
But it was obvious on the TV that the Bears was crowding the line of scrimmage.
They were.
And matter of fact, that's how Stevens got burnt on that touchdown, because he went for the double move. Because he just knew they was going to throw it short.
No, it was going to throw it short. He tried to jump it. And Cliff saw it, and Luke. And I ain't gonna lie, even though Luke held on to the ball, it looked like he wanted to drop it.
Look like me. You acting like me. Look at you. You acting. Look, hey, Tosh. I thought the same thing. I ain't gonna hold you, but it's okay though. I'm trying not to be like a petty dude. Like, hey, Mike, I'm trying to convert. I'm trying to be like you. I'm trying to be like you, Mike.
I was like, him and Chris Moore. I was like, y'all don't hold on to them balls.
Oh yeah, Chris Moore wanted to drop that joint. He wanted to drop Jay. He wanted to drop Jaden's pass. Like, he had the kindergartens catch that ball. Like, he had to catch it like the little kids used to catch the football.
Yeah, the face mask.
Yeah, man. Like, I watched it. I was like, yeah, you don't trust your hands for real, bro.
And then Chris Moore did drop one later.
He dropped one that should have been a first down.
Yeah, because he
extended the drive.
Like, that dude, I don't know, man. He got something on somebody. He got something on somebody. I ain't gonna hold
it. And I know. Hey, but he had a great game, man.
Yeah, he had a great game.
Yeah, good game.
I know y'all got other topics. I'm gonna make this was quick.
You good, bro?
I agree with y'all. I'm starting to come around on this one. At first, I was disagreeing with you, Wole, on this one, but yeah, they did something to Mikey's psyche that is bothering me now. Yeah, because he's too up and down. Because I think we put it in the private chat where I'm like, he's too 50-50 right now. He's too talented.
He's too talented.
It's almost like he's thinking out there instead of just playing.
He's thinking. He's thinking. Yeah. If you look at it, you can tell even with his tackling. Last year was a short tackler. This year he's tackling high. He's not doing what he's supposed to be doing.
Right.
He's tackled good against the Chargers.
Because I know what everybody tries to say. Oh, he's a slot corner. He's a slot corner. But he played his best ball on the outside last year.
Amen.
Sometimes you can't deny facts.
Yes, that's right.
So because it. Let's be honest. There's no way in the world.
Go back to that game in Philadelphia last year when he was clamping those receivers.
Right. There's no way in the world Oz will be beating that dude off the line of scrimmage the way he was tonight. Mm-hmm. None. So I just think maybe we too late in the season for that because I know how.
I don't think it's ever too late. I don't know it's too late.
Well, but I think the coaches really need to sit down and figure out. Do we need to put Amos in the slot or if Lattimore? I mean, I don't know. It has to be something because it's to the point now where I get it. You can't sit Lattimore because the whole contract thing. And I don't even think Lattimore had a bad game.
No, he didn't. He didn't play bad.
No, he didn't play bad at all.
But I just think right now you got three corners that play the same position and you don't have enough space. And your slot corner is probably Noah at this point, and you don't want to put him on the field.
Let me put it this way and make it like real simple. Who leads the corner? Who leads the secondary interceptions?
It's Mikey.
Let him play outside. Let him play outside. And no knock on and this is the thing. I know like if you really want to, I mean, Marshawn, go try it. I'd rather have Mikey try it outside than whatever. At the end of the day, Mikey's gonna definitely be here next year.
Right.
Marshawn will not be here next year.
Right.
No.
So why are we messing with Mikey's psyche then?
Right.
If he's the one and he's the young dude that we really want to build on Trey Amos and Mikey. Why are we doing this?
Right. Those two are the future, right? Those two
why are we playing with this? That's what bothering me. Like I knew once they drafted Trey and Trey's been good, so don't get it twisted. Like I'm a fan of Trey Amos. But like once you drafted, I was like, okay, what does that mean for Mikey? Oh, we can move. I'm like, why would you move him back? He was playing top level. Like one of the best rookies last year on the outside. He was one of the best rookies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now here's a question I want to ask you guys, especially you, George, because I know how you might feel about this. Was that a general manager's decision or was that a coaching staff decision? Because to me, that feels like something. If the coaches know their players,
they would.
You would tell them we don't need to draft this because we already got two outside corners.
True.
Or we let Marshawn go, because now it seems like somebody came in with the notion of no, Mikey is a slot corner. So we're going to draft another outside corner. We traded for Lattimore. To me, it almost feels like this move was made to validate opinions.
I kind of think so.
Yeah.
Yes.
I see that.
Yes. And I mean, if I'm not mistaken, when we drafted Sam still last year, we played him early in the slot. And then when he switched to the outside, that's when he took off.
Yeah. That's like that,
I go back to that Thursday night game in Philadelphia when he was probably the best defensive player on either team in that game. And after that, he was playing outside, I think, the rest of the year.
So to my point, who made that switch last year? See, I'm playing detective right now.
No, I'm gonna tell you what happened. I know what happened. I know what's happening. I know what happened. I could tell you what happened. So dudes were getting burnt. The other corners were getting burnt. So they was like, okay,
Ben
like
St.
Mikey and even like Forrest was playing early, right? He was playing early season. So then it was like, nah, we having Mikey. Then it was like, let's just put Mikey on the outside. I think Mikey played outside against I think he started playing outside against the Bengals. Which and Chase got him. Like, don't get twisted like that.
Chase get everybody.
Chase get everybody. But then he started fighting, and it was like, all right, he started looking good week by week, and it was what it was. And then they were like, we can't move him out. We can't move from the outside.
Right.
It was more it wasn't the change wasn't. It was more because of the other dudes weren't playing they weren't playing good. So we're gonna put Mikey on the outside, and then it just worked. Then he was just better on the outside than he was on the inside.
True.
But to your point, and all those are valid points, And you know, I defend our general manager. Don't get me wrong.
I mean, he's good. He's really good. He's like that.
But I know people gonna hear this, and I'm gonna get inbox messages saying Todd saying Bash Peters. But even with that, Peters made the trade to bring in Lattimore, which I was applauding at the time.
Me too. I think I was too.
I wasn't gonna make revisionist history.
Yeah.
But once he made that trade,
I got you.
They tried to put Mikey back on the inside, and it didn't work. And the coaches put him right. So to me, I don't know
if they just don't believe him outside.
I think put like this. I know how most coaches are. Glenn, you could probably attest to this.
Right.
Once we find out something works,
we keep rolling dice.
We keep rolling that dice. The coaches are not going to go back. To me, this feels like we paid Lattimore the money, and we drafted. Mikey is a slot corner. This is what our notes said about him in the draft.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that Peters is going down telling him who to start and who to play.
Yeah.
But you made a good point when I think somebody asked you about letting somebody go, and you was like, "No, it's the contract." Yeah. I think you was talking about the kicker.
Yeah.
No, the kicker's getting paid too much money. He's going to get all the opportunities to fail or succeed. I'm be fair, or succeed.
Yeah. Right. I'm gonna say Deluxe. I'm actually like the Deluxe. I agree. It is slot corner might be. It is the hardest by far. Like my boy Lee played, and he talks about all. It's the hardest because you got to do option routes and everything. It's the hardest position. Slot corner. If you're a number one and you can move in the slot and do everything like that, you one of them. You're an elite corner. So I'll say this too with what you're talking about with why they moved Mikey and what they made, because I think you have valid points, and I think they're awesome points, and I agree with you. I kind of think it may be both, actually, now that I think about it. Like, it may be coach and GM. What I mean by that is, like, where does Dan Quinn come from? Seattle, right?
Seattle.
Seattle, his corners are always a certain body style. That's why I like Benjamin St. Juste a lot, like at the time, because of the body style, right? Mikey's a smaller corner. Like, and he wants his guys bigger, taller, lengthier, like look at Trey Amos. He fits
the bill.
Yeah, he fits what he likes. So I do think, and I kind of think to your point, Taj, is like he looks at Mikey and like, your size, you're a slot. Like, you should be a slot. But I feel like, and this is to what Mikey plays with. Mikey plays with a dog mentality to a point where I feel like he's more in the NFL game and the way he plays. I think he's more outside right now because he plays with such a physicality that he fits, and he has good ball skills too. Obviously, used to play with receiver, he has good ball skills. So I just feel like,
except for interceptions,
yeah, you know what I'm saying. He gets picks. Mikey gets picks.
You know should have got the one tonight. When I'm just saying,
you know what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like in general, I'm saying like compared to most corners, at best our corners, he got the best ball skills. So like that's where I'm at. But I do think that he's typecasted with those dudes. I think he's typecasted. They look at him, they look at his build and say, you're probably better. You'll be better. You're better at slot. And because we want a certain style, a certain build on the outside.
Yes.
That's my thoughts.
No, that's definitely true, man.
All right. Hey, Taj, man, appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you, Taj.
Taj, you the man, bro.
Pleasure, Taj.
Thank you, Taj.
Taj, always dope, man.
Always dope, man. But it's definitely true. Go ahead, bro. Mikey needs to be on the outside.
I think
yes.
Lattimore.
Deluxe disagrees, but it's okay, Deluxe. I still think. I think he does, but I feel you. It is more on Trey Amos. I agree. The Trey Amos is a whole different. Yeah, like, well, yeah, exactly. He likes those type of dudes. It is what it is. He likes those type of dudes. But yeah, I just feel like Deluxe. I'm with you, Deluxe. Yeah, I know. I get it. Like, I ain't mad at it.
I get it.
I ain't mad. Oh, here you go. Great show. Oh yeah. Oh, everybody gets
Thank you, Mike.
Mike, I always appreciate. I'm glad you stood up. You stayed up just to be on. I ain't expect Mike. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't expect you to be on today. I ain't expect you to show up because I was like, you're gonna be knocked out. I thought Mike would be knocked out. But yeah, man, this has been a tough loss. I mean,
it's tough.
Before we end this stream, I do like we always talk about. We talk about a lot of negatives because when you lose, you talk about the negatives, but ain't positives for you all. And I'm gonna start with you, George. You're real negative right now, George. I want to make you positive. I want you to leave. I want you to go to sleep happy, bro. Like,
George is sleeping.
That is not going to occur.
George,
under any circumstance.
That's why I'm here. I'm here for you to talk some positive.
You want a positive?
Yeah.
Luke McCaffrey is a positive again.
That's crazy.
Luke McCaffrey is a positive again in the kick return game.
Luke McCaffrey. That's wild.
Yes. Yes. Luke, yes. Again, should get the ball more.
True. Okay.
Should get the ball more, like it or not. Should get the ball more, Luke. Especially compared to some of these other guys who drop the ball and don't do whatever and this and that. So Luke's a positive. Luke's a positive, and I'm trying to think if there's a defensive guy.
Yeah, look.
Tress Way dropped another punt inside the 10. Yeah. That could have been big because we get the drop from Zacchaeus and then get the ball back at the 40 with a chance to put the game away. So Tress gets a positive. Luke gets a positive. Oh Lord, I can't even. I mean, Ertz bounce back. That's a good one. Taj, he gets a positive.
Yeah. Doris
outside of that, I can't think of much.
Doris Armstrong
got his sack.
That's a good one. That's why I like you. Doris Armstrong was we're ruling Doris Armstrong out because of hamstring, and next thing you know, they call Doris Armstrong's name because he got a sack. You know what I'm saying?
We are grasping.
Yeah, Paul. I'm trying. Look, Paul.
Doing this.
Paul, I want to make look, Paul. Look. I'm a man of positivity, right? And I feel like we need to be cleansed from this negativity. Like we're all in this place that we're all annoyed, right? But we're like, it's late, and I feel like you should never go to bed angry, right?
You need to be cleansed of this terrible tackling.
Yeah. So I'm here. Look, I'm here to make sure that you all go to sleep with something positive. Yes, in the grand scheme of things, you're gonna be pissed off. Mm-hmm. I get it. I'm with you. I'm just saying, I want you to say, you know what? He did well. Oh, that player did well. And then you'll be like, yeah, Jared, look, Todd, look at us, buddy. Jeremy Tunsil. Yeah. He had like one false start or something like that.
One false start.
But he was
part of the reason what's his face hit flipping Jayden in the back of the knee was Tunsil not exactly getting all of him there.
It's okay. Look.
Brisker.
But he was doing but he was good though. But Tunsil's really, really good.
For the most part, yes.
He's been very.
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, he's
what we're used to. A great.
He's somebody who deserves a new contract.
Yes,
100%.
Deserves his money. You know what? Armstrong. He's going for like multiple sack record type stuff, man.
Yo, he is.
Yeah. Like he's on rate. He's on the pace of getting like 17 sacks. He's amazing. He's amazing. Yes. Positivity. Here we go. We're still going.
And Deluxe. You're right about McNichols being needed to be more involved.
Yeah,
100% agree with that.
Also, I want to say, I know he had like two turnovers, but Jayden throwing the football, I must say, I was impressed. He was throwing some things. He was throwing down.
He threw some dots tonight.
I think this is good. I think this is good. That was perfect. That was on stride. I think this is good for when we play the Cowboys next. And reports are Terry is trending that way to play the Cowboys game. And that means you get Terry, Lane, Debo,
Luke,
Terry,
Debo.
Terry, Lane, Debo.
Bill in the backfield.
Bill in the backfield. Amazing.
You got weapons galore.
Yeah, positivity. And even look, I did Luke Skywalker. There you go. I did it for you. I did it for you, Mike. You know what I'm saying? As like the fifth wide receiver. Like as a fifth wide receiver. But still, he's a wide receiver. Then look, so I'm bringing all the positivity right now. Look, if I gotta do it, hey, I'll take it on right now. Yeah. Who else is positive? Who else did something? Who else did something nice for me? Luvu. I think Frankie Luvu.
I said Luvu. Yeah, Luvu. Luvu names.
True. Best Luvu game this year.
I mean, he saw the hit that he put on.
To clear, but he cleared it.
Paul, he's the Oscar.
Hey, you saw the hit that he put on Caleb Williams.
Yeah, man.
What is Caleb doing? Dude, get out of bounds, Caleb.
I ain't gonna lie.
Seriously.
I ain't gonna lie. No, he had to. Like, I'm gonna tell you why he did that, though. I'm gonna keep it being
Deluxe. That's correct. That is correct. The one that slipped out of his hands.
I know. Yeah, that one.
The one that slipped out of his hands.
So George, I'm gonna explain what he did. He sacrificed himself for the team, which is dumb, but he did. What he did was like he didn't want to go out of bounds, so he took the hit.
Yeah, let the clock keep running.
Yeah, Because if he stopped it, he would have gave the Commanders an opportunity. Like, so he just took the hit.
I understand, but I'm sorry. As somebody that wants to see Caleb Williams succeed in the NFL,
I'm just telling you, folks,
I don't want to see him running into guys like Frankie.
I'm just telling you, like,
get the hell out
I told you, he sacrificed.
down.
Look, like he chose violence, and luckily he can still walk. That's all I'm telling you.
True,
he chose violence.
But you're right about Frankie Louvu being a positive. Best game by a long way this year.
Yeah, Frankie was good. And really, like Glenn said, like
Deron Payne.
No,
getting the block. Him and Kinlaw.
Yeah,
connect.
Yeah,
and I will say this too, like really, like Marshawn's been good, man.
Mm-hmm.
Marshawn's been good the last couple weeks.
Anybody call his name?
Yeah, man. We haven't talked about Marshawn. You know
he'll get tested on Sunday because Cowboys have people that.
They got crash out. Like that's what it. They got crash out. I ain't worried about those.
Yeah, but he's cooking, and they might have CeeDee Lamb back next week.
For real? He's gonna be back.
Yeah, I saw some tweets that Schottenheimer said that there's a chance for him and a couple other guys.
Oh, I'm sorry. Out. Yeah, Amos too. Amos was good. One of my trippers.
That's true.
Amos was good today.
So we didn't look how many positives we found. We could have and Reeves didn't miss it. Savage
Reeves on the field though.
I didn't hear Reeves' name called.
Savage was out there a lot. Savage was out there a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they be doing my man Reeves a lot, just doing him dirty. But it's all good though. I ain't going.
Savage had a couple of decent plays.
Savage was the one that had the breakup towards the end of the game. And I can't remember who was underneath, but Savage was part of that.
Damn, you're right.
It was Savage and Quan Martin.
Damn, Paul's right. Shoot, that's going to be a crash out game. Yo, Lattimore versus Pickens is going to be nasty work, bro.
Yes, it's going to be nasty.
Yo, that is going to be nasty work.
The referees are going to get arthritis in their shoulders.
That is going to be horrible to officiate. Wow.
The referee's going to need rotator cuff surgery.
I didn't even think about. Oh man,
another one.
Damn. No, CeeDee Lamb had CeeDee Lamb had a high ankle sprain. Is that what his injury was?
Yeah, he won't be back.
He ain't being back. He ain't gonna be back by this game.
CeeDee Lamb.
I'm just going on what I saw.
They desperate. They can't help it. Them people desperate. Yeah,
I don't know if they're that desperate. They're desperate for some defense, but their offense has been cooking.
Nah, you know how it is. They want their savior. There's no savior. Mm-hmm. They're done. Hey, yo, Riddler versus Prozac. Here, go ahead, dog.
I will sign right now for a tie game with 2 minutes to go and us having the ball because that might be the only way they can win next week.
For Washington?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the last team that has the ball wins that. That's kind of how I'm gonna lie to you. That's how I felt about this game.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, the way it was going. Well, the way it was going, I was like, the last team that has the ball is going to win the game. That's like the first thing. I was like, damn, this is like it's going that route. Like, we're not going to blow them out. Like once that, I was like, damn, we're not going to blow them out.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, like you could tell. I mean, I will say this before we end this, and I think Paul said this in one of our chats that we were in. Me and Tajim, Paul are in this chat, and I totally agree with it. I don't think Washington played with the same intensity that Chicago played with, because I like that revenge factor was real. Like Kenny mentioned it about revenge.
It was real for them.
Yeah, it was real for them. Like Atlanta, like their revenge because we kind of ended their season. I guess I didn't think of it that way. Until Candy mentioned it, I was like, oh, that is interesting, right? We lost Atlanta. That was their revenge game. They got us. And Chicago got us, right? But they wanted it more, right? You could tell like they wanted it more than us. Like, and the energy was there. I'm like with Jayden, like you could tell like the care was there. Like they cared more about it. And there's something about revenge, man. Revenge can fuel you more than anything if channeled correctly, right? If channeled correctly, it can fuel you more than anything. And I do think, like, yeah, they wanted it more.
I got one more positive.
I do get that. I give you that. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, George.
I got one more positive. The Falcons at Michael Penix and Drake London fried the Bills tonight, so we don't look nearly as bad for getting fried by them the other week.
Yeah, I agree. You talking about the Falcons?
Yeah, the Falcons. Drake London had 10 catches tonight.
Oh, yeah.
And
yeah. No. Oh, you said Drake.
So I don't feel nearly as bad about that as I did a few weeks ago.
No. I mean, no. They played the That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like maybe Penix is kind of turning the corner. So I like,
and Bijan went absolutely insane against
it's crazy.
Stetson.
Like, it is what it is. He's crazy. Like, he's been consistent.
But
He's been
we didn't do that bad. God dang.
But he's been that person though. He's just that. person. Yeah. It's just.
But I mean, he went loco tonight. Yeah. 250 total yards.
He's on national TV. He's got the opportunity for the world to see how good he is. Man, he's one of them, man. Bijan is one of them, man.
We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
Like Todd said, the focus was lacking, and our intensity needs to be lit.
And like I said that too. Real quick.
Go
because it's like, you know, if this was Ron Rivera, we would always talk about them starting slow, right?
Yeah, we would be. Yeah,
so this Dan Quinn them have to do something different. This team, and I don't want to say, you know what? I'm not gonna I take that back. They started fast tonight. Turnover cost them to start slow, right? They started right. So they was cooking early again, a turnover, right? So think about it. They was cooking all the way down. The first possession, it was all the way down to, I think, the 20, 25-yard line when he threw the pick. But they didn't moving. So he didn't start slow. It just happened. It didn't get the result that we wanted as fans to get, right? So I don't say they started slow. I think just the results are not there yet. The second possession they got, they was driving again. You know, 2 plays, boom, Bill gives up the ball. It's not like Washington only punted one time tonight. Let's be honest, right? So they only punted one time. They were moving the ball. They just couldn't finish. And that's why I said earlier, they need to learn how. They don't have the killer instinct that you guys talked about finishing. Like they had last year about finishing.
Here's a question. Here's the final question I'll have on that. So the players have admitted they've lacked focus. And
Jayden said games. It said Jayden. Jayden said he.
Well, Jayden. Well, that's fine. I'm guessing that there's a lot of other players that would agree with Jayden on that. So is this coaching staff going to get tough in practice this week, maybe a little bit, to try to focus them and get them back together, or is it as simple as we're playing Dallas, so your ass better be focused, or you're going to have to deal with all of us? We're going to be real pissed if you don't come to that party and show up.
They're going to get them focused. They're grown ups. They'll get them focused. They're not this is not the old staff. This is not the old.
How can you have a lapse like this? It's week 6. Well, and the preseason excuse is gone too. You should be out of that mode as well.
I don't think, again, like sometimes, and this is the thing. Sometimes it is what it is. Like, it ain't your day. And also, like I said earlier, you lost by a Hail Mary. Everybody was talking about how it ended your season. You're going to play with a different type of energy, bro. I'm sorry.
Different energy.
That's a different energy that team has been geared. And they had a bye to fester with it, like to look at. I'm sure all right, let me give you an example. If I'm Ben Johnson, don't know if he is or whatever, I'm reminding my team, y'all want this feeling. We ain't doing that again. I'll show you tapes of it to piss you all the way off. To get you, I'll show you tweets and clips of everything where everybody was saying through that whole process. Like after that, like the Monday morning, like, so you know what that feels like. So you won't have that situation happen to you again. You know what I mean? Now think about that, George. If I did that to you, right? And I'm only imagining, like that's the highest degree of it, right? How you gonna feel going into a game, the revenge game? You gonna feel a certain way. Your energy's gonna be different.
No question about it. I mean, it's like, I get all that, and yet that team that was so focused on beating us did everything in their power to. Well, that's
but when you want something so bad, that's what happens too at the same time.
Yes.
Again, some of them were stupid penalties, and some of it was stupid coaching.
Yeah, but I'm saying when you want something, just like anything, when you want something so bad, you're not like the emotions take over the skill, like the professionalism or like the tactics or whatever. It takes advantage of it, right? The skill set. It takes advantage over that. So I'm just saying a technique. Excuse me. There you go. It takes over the technique. So all I'm saying is like in the end of the day, I can see it. Like I see it. I saw it while watching it. I knew what team wanted it more. Doesn't mean if you want it more, you're gonna beat the team. I've seen that in the past. Like a team can want it more. I'll get an example. I played intramural basketball in college. And we basically played against the basketball team. And we start the UMS basketball team. This team had all the basketball players on it, basically. And we started the game 10-0. You know, we wanted it more than them. We competed with them to like the beginning, like to the first half. Then the second half, they pulled away. We wanted it more. They were just better.
And you know what? And sometimes you run into those teams. You run into those teams that you did everything that you're supposed to do. You prepared. You did all this, and just sometimes the talent is better.
That's what it is. Yeah.
And
I think Washington. They wanted, like, I think Chicago wanted them more, and Washington was probably. I'm not gonna say they wanted more. I feel like Washington's a better team, but I just felt like they're not at the level where they can overcome that, though. You dig what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They gotta be they gotta be close to the level of wanting it, close to it to take advantage of it. That's where I'm at.
I think you got to realize too, and Washington has to realize too. One, I go to Jayden real quick. That's why Jayden can laugh things off when he's down by 10 because he understands the content, understands the power of this offense.
He does. He gets
understand the power of this team, right? How quick they can score if the things begin to line up. But it starts with a running game, and the Bears were able to start the running game, stop the running game. Mm-hmm. But the intensity doesn't just have to come from Jayden, but it has to come from everybody that's on the football field. That's on the football field. The intensity has to be intensity, and excitement is contagious. Yeah. And when you're like that. And you almost wanted them to win that so they can have that excitement.
Yes.
And then engagement. You almost wanted them to get the ball back again. But Ben Johnson was determined. Jayden, I'm not putting this ball in Jayden.
Oh no, he was done. He was not getting. He was not giving them the opportunity to get the ball back. Even how he played that drive, he was running the ball like the first. I was like, oh yeah, he's definitely about breaking this clock down. Like it's either he going to lose it, like on basically he going to lose it. Or like a fourth down eventually, or he's not giving you the opportunity to get the ball. Like it was definitely like you're not even getting a Hail Mary situation. Like you're not getting that situation back again. Like, he was definitely about that. I totally agree. Paul said real quick before we end this, he says, who is the scapegoat for this game, meaning benched or cut? Ooh.
Or cut. Oh gosh,
I'm gonna say bench. I'm gonna say cut, not cut. I think that's extreme. I don't know about anybody gonna get cut for this game.
If you want to go scapegoat, you gotta go Bill because you're not gonna scapegoat Jayden
for fumbling.
Yeah, but it was Jayden's fault though.
Yeah, I do think that not bench. He's not getting benched, but I do think the fumbling thing is going to be. He's going to get. They're going to scale back some of his carries. I do believe. I think if Chris Rodriguez gets healthy. He's not. I think they will scale back his carries.
Okay,
I do believe that.
Yeah, Chris Rodriguez is active tonight, but I don't think he got a carry.
Yeah,
I don't think he got a carry.
He maybe got one.
To scale back and Bill's carries a little bit. Like I'm not gonna say like because Bill got a lot of carries. How many carries did Bill get today? He got a lot of carries, right? Yeah,
17.
But he's
17 for 61.
He's turned into Antonio Gibson.
He was like 3 years. You said Antonio Gibson? That's what you said?
He's turning into Antonio Gibson.
I mean, that's the thing. You got to be careful with that. Like, seriously. Like, that's so they're going to start. I just think that's going to scale back his carries a little bit. I don't think that's going to be crazy, but I think a little bit. But that's not a scapegoat. That's not getting benched, though. I don't know who would get benched. Like, again,
can I be consistent on this? I'll tell you who I'd like to see benched. Quan Martin can be benched after what he did out there tonight. If you're going to do their scapegoat, Quan Martin can be benched.
I guess you could. I mean, I know everybody knows I'm a believer in Quan Martin.
No, and that's the thing. It's like that's
you're right though. You're right though. The tackling needs to be better. I agree with you.
The tackle and then dropping the interception. It's like sit over there for a while.
Yeah.
Can't.
Yeah, he had a big carry late.
No, I'm looking at the box score on CBSSports.com, and he did not get a carry tonight. I think he might have had a catch. No, he didn't have to. So he didn't get a touch tonight. So he was active, but he was clearly hurt.
Oh, Paul said Wiley can get benched. Yeah,
Wiley.
I mean, he'll get benched. I mean,
Wiley can get benched. Yes,
100%. He said McNichols. He meant McNichols. That's what he meant. Deluxe with McNichols.
Okay.
But we all know Wiley.
McNichols. And people are saying it online. Why didn't they just line up on their center and hand it to McNichols on that 3rd and 1 when they fumbled? And that's a good point.
Because the offensive coordinators try to outsmart everybody. So they think they're the smartest guy in the room. Let's be honest.
That's why I was mad about coaching, because there was a lot of bad coaching on both sides tonight, in my opinion. And there was plenty of it on Washington's side. And you're absolutely right, Glenn.
I agree with it. It's a fine line you have to balance with running back. I know it is. It's tough. It is, because you want to show you believe in them. So it is. Have a game worthy of. Yeah, I don't think it was game worthy of benching. Yeah, I don't think so either.
No. I mean, Wiley's the best candidate, actually.
Wiley is the best fit. Yeah, and he's going to be benched anyway. So I don't really even look at him like if Cosme's back, he's going to be benched anyway.
They just got to learn how to tackle because again, they're trying to grab up high and run people. They're playing scared. You got at a certain point, you got to put your shoulder on the opponent and drive through, roll your hips.
And that's what I don't understand. It's like Dan Quinn's teams in Seattle when he was a coordinator there, they were great tackling teams.
They were amazing tackling teams, my guy.
So I don't understand. Is that a Pete Carroll thing more than a Dan Quinn thing or what? I don't get that.
Well, no, I will say this though. Pete Carroll, I think it is a Pete Carroll thing. I do. I'll say this. The reason why I say this, the Pete Carroll's practices. I don't know if Dan Quinn does practice like Pete Carroll.
He got music. Everything's upbeat. Everything's fast paced.
Yeah, like Pete Carroll had people tackling. Like he would have like a lot of like he was physical.
Dan Campbell's practices are like that.
Yeah, like Pete Carroll. Yeah, they're different. His teams, Pete Carroll teams typically tackle well.
I like Timothy's idea. Glenn can coach up the high school team on Friday and then the Commanders on Sunday. I like the sound of that. You up for that, Glenn, ain't you?
Yeah, I'm open for that.
Oh,
nah, because I missed this show here, man. I'd rather be here.
Me too. Hey, who you telling, Glenn?
I tell football all the time.
We
need some help right now.
You know
what? It's only 3 games, right? Let's not hit the panic button yet. Is this a game they should have won? Definitely, right?
Yeah.
We talk about they got 4 days. So. It's a short week to regroup. And you got the Cowboys. Let's be honest. It's Cowboys week. Cowboys week is officially started.
It's Dallas week.
Does it feel the same?
No, not since the name change. It doesn't, and not since Dallas has been pretty mediocre.
I don't know. Like it's wild because Cowboys are coming from a situation where they lost to Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
And man, they got roasted. Their defense is getting roasted. Everybody hates Eberflus it's his fault that they traded away one of the best defensive players in football, and their defense went to hell.
I know it's crazy, right?
I mean, he stinks maybe, but that's
I don't know. You giving him you giving him a done Stephon. I mean, Trayvon Diggs. You got
paying him ain't looking too good in the light.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? And then you take away Micah. Like, what do you expect? Like, what you working with? Look what he's working with. I'm sorry. Let's be honest.
Honestly, they'd have to put that over under. If that's not the highest over under, Cowboys Commanders next week, I'm gonna be stunned.
You know what? It's gonna be
that thing needs to be in the 50s before I'd even consider the under.
Yeah,
in that one.
All right, y'all. We're about. I think we're about done. We done. It's almost 1:00. We went long enough. We vented. We did everything today.
Yeah.
We had
and everybody got to vent.
And we got the vent.
Thank you guys, man. In the chat.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for real.
Yeah.
It sucks, but hey, like we got a lot of games left, man. We 3-3.
And trust me, we're gonna have some stuff for you Thursday night to stink your teeth into.
Definitely, and
I can tell you that.
I'm gonna say this: we're 3-3. Like, come on, we've been in. Let's not act like a spoiled fan base. We've had it worse.
We had worse. We've had worse.
Yeah, let's not be a spoiled fan base. Like,
to your point, real quick. I know we got to run.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
That's the difference of fan base. Kansas City was what they were, and their fan base was still believing.
Yeah,
and I'm not saying our fan base is on Twitter tripping.
They tripping. Yeah.
So I think our fan base is justified. 3-3 is not a good return for the schedule they had.
I don't know.
Hold on. But you don't think the Kansas City Chiefs schedule is qualified? They were like 2-3.
Yeah.
Well, there's a big difference. Patrick Mahomes has several Super Bowls, and they've also played Philadelphia, Buffalo, and Detroit.
But I'm saying
we hadn't played Philadelphia, Buffalo, or Detroit
George, you think? All right, other than Atlanta, I think Atlanta was like that one still annoys me. But I guess they're better. You know what? I'm not gonna do that anymore. We can only go off what 2025 holds, right? We can't go off anything else. I think we already knew. Folks knew like the Packers game was gonna be tough, regardless of the fact.
Mm-hmm.
We did.
But the no-show there is,
especially
because you know who did show up against the Packers? The crappy Browns and the crappy Bengals played them tough. And we didn't fire a shot. I mean, that loss looks worse and worse every week.
Well, I'm saying we played them. See, those games were different. You know why? Because those games were on the road.
Fair enough. Well, actually, no, Cincinnati. That was in Green Bay.
Yeah, but they beat that game wasn't close.
That game was in Green Bay, and Flacco.
What was the score of the game?
Competitive.
What score that
game?
The
Packers game.
What was the score of that game? What's the score?
27-18. Same score as us.
18, 20.
And the Bengals were in that game in the fourth quarter, which
we
we
weren't. I'm just saying, I mean, they're better at home. I just feel like they're better at home. But anyway,
I mean, that's fair. But the point is,
I don't think again
4-2 would have been an acceptable return for this
starting schedule, and they didn't get there. I agree with that. I think the Atlanta game could have won, but again, we're going on the road, and again, to Atlanta's credit, to what you mentioned, George, they're hard to beat. They just look what they just did to Buffalo. Right. So obviously, so in retrospect, that was a tough game. So I mean, and we did that with our backup quarterback. Right. Let's just be fair. Let's be fair with. I can say that now. Look at it now. Like when they lost to Carolina,
as bad as it did 3 weeks ago. That's
Carolina, true. I was mad. I was like, what the? We lost.
Yeah.
But now it to a point. Now I gotta give it respect. Like I gotta put respect on it.
That one or tonight, they should have won one of those two.
Yeah,
and then we would be par. Right. We would be level.
But then you got a lot of people. I don't know, Vegas or whatever. But a lot of people thought this game would be close, regardless of the fact. So it's not.
It's true. It's only 3.5. Yeah. The line was 3.5.
Yeah. So I mean, I feel like it ain't like.
Not like we blowing people out.
I ain't gonna lie. It ain't like we lost to freaking the Jets at home or something. I'm like, let me just that would be like what we doing here? You know what I'm saying? But we play competitive team, and then we said this last year, dog. Like we was in a lot of close games and went our way.
Yep.
And they're not this year. They're a little in between right now.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So anyway, we appreciate everybody pulling up with us, man. This is again, man. Like we took the L, but we're gonna be back. We're gonna be back. So I want to make sure people still keep the faith. We're gonna be all right. All right. We're gonna be all right. Anyway, you've been listening to All Burgundy and Gold. Everything powered by the Urban Sports Scene and Fox Sports Radio 96.9 FM and 1340 AM. Hopewell, Virginia, for ages. Deuces, we are out. Peace.